Hello and greetings from my ceiling. Sorry, I need to tilt the camera up this high for taping this so I could be standing while doing it properly. Um, anyway, I'm going to try and talk very quietly, if at all, in this video. But before I do that, I want to point out a little inspiration for that on my shirt. The infamous Bob Ross, no mistakes, just happy accidents. We're probably going to have a few of those. This is not going to be your standard tape job on a stick. Because I had an idea a while ago. I'll see if I can pull it off. I'm going to find out real quick. Warning, this might take a long time. I may speed it up in post. We'll see. So, I'm going to do it. I'm trying to do this single layer if I can. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Oh. I should wrap once. And I can sit there, maybe. Yeah. Not sure how this is gonna work, but I'll figure it out. Also need a third hand for this one, but like what I have to do to hold this while I do this. Once I get a full start, it shouldn't be too bad. This is just one idea I have of many. I'm trying to combine some colors in a cool, different way I haven't seen before. Okay, so theoretically, don't cross the streams. Okay. I think I see how this is gonna have to work now. After my face is blocking all that. It's gonna require a lot more. Even longer process than I thought. Here, I'll cut myself in the process. Also, it's extra tricky. I have to keep checking the framing. Otherwise, you can't see what I'm doing. It may not be the smoothest, but from a distance, it's gonna look pretty cool. I think. If I can do this right. Like I said, it's just gonna require a lot more cutting and more time than I expected, but that's fine. Well, I have to redo this end, but I'm gonna keep going here. You can see, probably see where I'm going with this. Yeah, I gotta remember the lenses on this side, which is unfortunate. If I have more space, I could put this in a better spot. Try to work with the space I have. Not doing good in the ASMR voice. I'm sorry. Shut up now. Just realized it looks like Cat in the Hat, too. Just now dawned on me. Not my intention. Try not to fall into the camera would be good. Second thought, maybe I should have started the rolls top of the stick, not the bottom. They're gonna get beat up anyways. I need to retape next week, so I ordered a stick guard protector thing that goes along the bottom that you then tape over, so you can use ice sticks on any surface without having to worry about damaging the blade. Pretty neat. That'll arrive next week sometime. I'll retape it in some different pattern, but should then start each stripe along the top of the stick, not necessarily the bottom, but for what I'm going to be doing, not really going to matter. What can I stand without falling over? It's a real question. I guess I could start correcting my mistake now. No time like the present. So let's start at the top this time. Trying to get the stripes as wide as possible. without making a gap accidentally. Which has happened a couple times, but yeah, kind of adds to the character, you know. This little thing tells a story. So I said, no, sure, no mistakes, just happy accidents. That's whatever this is. I'm gonna, actually on this other side, redo the toe. Or not redo it, just touch it up. When we get there. We still got a bit to go. Using reference to Paul Coffey in Detroit, I'll show it in a second. I'm trying to blow it up a little bit. There we go, that's better. Yeah, just trying to see about to where stop state looked like about where, yeah, maybe right there, kind of where the curve ends. Actually, closer to the very heel. Yeah, rather just do it and figure it out. Not really worried about the little gaps that are there because from a distance I ain't gonna see them. Very tiny. Alright, let me try and do this on camera so people can see what I'm doing. I'm sure that's far more entertaining. I keep my beard out of the entire shot. Sorry. One thing to do a complicated tape job is another thing to try and do it while framing it so you can get it on camera. Especially when you're working with a really shallow angle lens and a really small space and you gotta clear out more of the office. This would be a lot easier. Yeah, so even doing the top, I've got the technique down a lot better. It's not as mushy as the initial ones were. Like most things, practice makes perfect. Get more practice. Take your time with it. I get the technique down, figure it out. Starting to get a handle on it though. Handle. Getting there. Yeah, maybe 2 more. That might be it. I'll show you the photo reference I'm looking at in a minute. See if we're close. Oh, let's see what you think. Internet. And since you're the internet and this is on YouTube, I'm sure your comments will be nothing but nice and respectful. Alright, let's do one more for sure. Almost not quite at the bottom of it. I think about one more. I might be close. I gotta go back and fix this a little bit. Kinda. Actually, pretty sure Coffey was left-handed, so well, that is the back of his stick, in which case I screwed up intentionally. Unintentionally, intentionally. Kinda, sorta. Not exactly. Now I gotta look that up. I think he shot left. I should know, he's on my HUT team, ultimate team. Sometimes when I'm not doing challenges. Leads me to make a 20-minute taping a blade and spend half of it just talking. It was a minimal commentary. Trying to do library voice. Also known as ASMR voice now. Sorry, realized that block was blocking the whole shot. Like I said, I need about 3 hands for this. Or it's a better place to stand where I had something to leverage, but you know. Make do. It's worth it for the likes. I don't know. I don't really care about that either. Okay, well, yes, I'm looking at this in comparison to that. You can't see it right now. Just do one of these. Kind of roughly. Let's see. So, okay, not the best angle at all, really. But should be more this. Yeah. Ceiling's only so high though. Okay, so see that roughly. I think maybe one like not a full strike maybe, but here you can see it. What I'm looking at for reference photo. Right there, sorry the light's glaring on it. But yeah, you can see about where it goes to on the heel down here. So I don't know if that's. I think that's the. I actually can't really tell what direction that stick's curved in, honestly. Pretty sure Coffey shot left-handed though. I think. I really don't know if I'm wrong about that. And like, well, no, not 10 minutes. So, like, if I was just finishing this and then putting the video up, it'd be 10 minutes. But I gotta do the shaft too, so be here for a bit. Like I said, I may speed this up. Maybe not. I'm thinking, yeah, one. I'll start with white and white, and I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. I think I still have to put one more, one just tiny little bit. Stick. Alright, just if I can hold you right in my leg, like a stripper pole, or something akin to that. Great. I lost the plot for a second. Oh, no wrinkle, come on. Oh well. So close to getting a little wrinkle. Well, a major one, besides on the toe. But it's always the first one and the last one, I swear. Them the worst. It's a bit rough in places, but I think it works. Whatnot. Is there more? What is that? Is there be another? I feel like that. Yeah, I guess in the backhand it matters less. No frets. Now, to do about this toe. And it's on the backhand, so leaving it open probably isn't gonna matter. Again, I'm just shooting pucks, not playing. So, giving this way too much thought. But overall, I think, yeah, that's pretty much what I was kind of picturing, sort of, more or less. I realized it got kind of narrow. I mean, I was like a V there. But hey, I got kind of uniform through here, and then so it wasn't quite uniform throughout. It wasn't meant to be. I knew it was kind of probably. So if I got more of this kind of thing, that would have been cool too. It would have been like little, like you could have made the white parts, the pointy part, like teeth almost. But it's still got something. But now I get to figure out how to apply a similar philosophy to the butt. I hear cats scratching. I wonder if that came across in the audio. Be real curious. Anyway. Actually, I want to start in the back. Even though I did this a lot as a child, I did just retape a street hockey stick. Makeshift kind of thing. But I did look at some videos about how we're supposed to do this for realsies, so that's why I started in the back here. It's supposed to look cleaner. Hockey stick. It's not gonna look clean after about 3 games. Anyway. Then do 10 or 11 reps, the initial knob. So. Okay, I did a bit more than the recommended. That's fine, because it came out a little uneven in some spots. Just gonna kind of fix that a bit. And I'll do this. Normally I'd probably put more tape, but I really don't want to cover up This is the Sherwood Hall of Fame logo. It's only placed on the stick on each side, so I really don't want to cover that. So I'm gonna get as close to it as I can without covering it on either side. Alright, that's about it. Boop. Alright. I didn't get it all super uniform, but it still didn't fit. I know it was way more than what I was told to count. I feel different with gloves. Plus, there's all this fancy grip tape and stuff people have now and whatnot. Yeah, so normally I probably would tape it further down, but again, I don't really want to cover that logo personally. I'll leave this exposed. So that's kind of cool. Like you can see the two different types of wood that it is. I forget off the top of my head. The shaft is one type of wood, and the blade is another. I think one of them is birch. I think it's the blade. I was reading about it earlier, finding out what it was I bought for very, very cheap. Like, actually cheaper than some street hockey sticks. Cheap. So, yeah. Another benefit of these two. Alright, well, now, as I said, how do you replicate this, kinda, and this? Especially when I'm looking with a really short distance here. I don't want to cover up any of the writing and stuff. Or at least I really don't want to cover this up. I mean, this is on other part. Camera. Don't want to cover this up. This is other parts of the stick. Not a big deal. This is not. So. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to try something. We'll see what happens. Get a good grip with my legs here. Get in front of me and on camera. And where you can see what I'm doing. All of those at the same time would be great. Start in the back. Okay. Step 1, check. Or stripe 1, check, I should say. Probably end up just having 2. Looks like. That'll work. Yeah, that's why normally I would probably tape it down to maybe here. So you end up probably 4 stripes or something. But work really well if you play for the Islanders. You know what their logos are and all that stuff. Inside hockey jokes. People that know way too much random trivia. Let's see, that looks about as good as it's gonna get. Spacing. I'm keeping in mind the knob's still up there, so I could potentially do something more with that. If I cut some tape in half, maybe. Literally. Which I've had to do before, I think, or something. I forget what. Yeah, of course, bounce into the tripod leg, which is going to make the camera shaking, make sounds and all that good fun stuff. Alright. Oh, see, stripes. But, so I might take a piece of red tape, cut it in half, put one more up here on the top. It won't be a full stripe, it'll be too wide, but... Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. Hope this works. Ish. Oh, I'm going to make it work. Take about that much. I think the best way to do this. Not breaking my brain too much. Like a flat surface. Really do, actually. Or any surface for that matter. You are hearing me talk. Okay. Alright. Sorry, couldn't show you that. I just need to set it down somewhere. Hopefully not get either one of these two entangle themselves and become useless. So it should be. So I just pulled that strip out and kind of just cut it in half. Again. Something to set something down on. Do all the things. I'm gonna start in the very back here. That's reasons, I don't know. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. To me, there is no wrong way, so it is what it is. It is whatever it is. That's on the very top. I can, which I did. Sweet. There you go. Striped. My candy cane stick. Just give it the final pat down real quick. Hold on. Obviously, you can't do that without proper equipment. Tomorrow / today, if I keep staying up all night and making videos as I do things, although I'm waiting for it to be light outside. I need light to be outside to work and build. If you build it, people will shoot at it. Modifying that Field of Dreams quote. Anyway. See? Oh, look at that. Even with the glove. Got the colors going on. The stick's neutral because it's just Sherwood. Not my intention. Trust me, if I could have afforded, I would have gotten a CCM Jet Speed 6. Which would have also matched the colors. But yeah. There is something nice about having a really old school stick. So, it is neat. But yeah. Shaft is good. Oopsie. Too many wires in here. And thunder. That one probably came across camera. But anyway, just... Yeah. I may get a small... Well, maybe if I can find clear grip tape. Or clear grip just to... around there. I might do that. But... I think I got it. I think the knob is just... You can't see. I think it's just barely good enough. Oh, I should, you know what? I should, no. I should retape the bottom of this with something or not. Also be a good place to take some clear duct tape. I could also cut in half, small strippers. That would protect, I could go over the logo with that. That way, when the glove does go up, it would slide, it's not going to push up against the tape job, but, so, because the blade, I'm going to have to redo next week, to put the guard on the bottom and the toe, so this is all going to get redone. I don't know if it's going to be the same pattern or I'll do something different. I got a couple ideas for fun stuff, besides this, This will probably stay the same now, I imagine. The time being. So yeah, I think got a couple of minor little modifications I'm gonna make to this real quick. But I have to grab materials to do that with. So that's my. Not gonna do it with my gloves on. That'd be ridiculous. But feels better to hold a hockey stick with hockey gloves. Trust me. Anyone who's ever played would know that. So, yeah, I was just kind of testing out, seeing how the grip was doing, and noticing how that tape was kind of already starting to flare up a bit. I'm like, I can fix this. Some science. So otherwise, that just kind of getting a feel on the stick itself and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, let me pause this, grab a couple things, and I'll show you. I'll just make a couple little small touches, and then I'll show you the final product. Consider this the stage of like a jersey's made, and then you gotta put the patch on it. Little final touch. Right back. Okay, this very now thin piece of clear duct tape I cut. I'm going to put around the very bottom part of the tape here on the shaft. Just really enough to cover the bottom of it. Protect it. Now they make clear hockey tape. But the point of this is that it doesn't have a grip to it. So that way it will keep the tape that is there from riding up and eventually having to be retaped as soon. So, yeah, it shouldn't really affect the grip on the stick any. And again, I didn't really even playing with this thing, really. I'm just shooting around with it, so yeah, that's better. Didn't even do anything on camera that time or something. I was just looking at how it slides and the grip. Yeah, that's much better. I feel like I'm going to start catching the other layer because the way it's striped and taped is funky. So I can already see it. I'm going to start catching that part of it. So I'm not going to go overboard because eventually I'll just end up with all nothing of that. So and clear duct tape is really hard to get off. I tried taping old fiberglass stick with it. Bad idea. That's really hard to get off there. It's not impossible. Alright, well, I got a couple more things to do. Sorry if the camera angle changed drastically. There was a cat that bumped the camera. I'm going to try and fix it a little bit between things here, but I gotta grab a couple more things and then we're almost done. Oakley dokley. So I have the still same, so clear. I don't even know. Well, this was on camera if at all. Get really close and get the right angle. Yep, you can see it there, the shine. I showed you, it kind of just helps it. So it's like maybe some kind of clear grip tape. I could put it a little bit over here. That's never everything back in my day. I don't know if I need it. So anyway, also I noticed on one of the websites online, I was looking these sticks up. Some people had custom engravings of their names, but they would go in. Start around here, like below where the P77's at, but they'd not be written down straight, like first initial and last name, which is on most sticks. It would be this way, like sideways, but below here, like it doesn't look right to me. Like I had to pull the side up again. Like, what was that? Where was that engraving spot? Like, that just doesn't seem right. Make any sense? I just did the old school thing. I put it on the back of my stick, below the shaft. So there you go. Ta-da! With Sharpie, of course. And for a little bit of extra touch of flair, down at the bottom here, where there's the already kind of sticker piece of tape thing. It's also on coffee sticks. Not this exact one, but similar. I had those vinyls with the numbers. I used the spare Red Wings one. Stuck it on there. It's really trying to figure out where the best place to put it on the stick, and then this time, this is the best place to put it. Darkwing's logo on one side, and then on the backhand side, since I realized it was a decal on the package, it took me a minute, NHL logo is here too. Go figure. So there you go. One custom stick. Taping job thing. Came out kind of rough. And you're looking at the back, which is, I think, looks worse than the front. I don't know. There's the front. Not too bad. It's just a couple little gaps from a distance. See, like back here. Yeah, you never see them. You never looking for them. And from the other side, it looks like I kind of intentionally left a little kind of notch in the toe there. So, works for me. All right, well, step one. Unfortunately, it is starting to get light outside because I have an outdoor project thing. It is raining though. Debating if I want to drag that box into the house. Because then the thing I build, I have to take back outside the house when it's put together. I can't use it in the rain either, or film, so. Decisions. Sleep, probably a good idea. Maybe I should go do that. Maybe the rest of you should too. So, anyway, this was me taping a stick for a bit. I meant to do this all more. I talk like this in ASMR the whole time, but that's just not my personality, I don't think. So, hopefully someone enjoyed this for all whatever it was. This, and if well, anyone besides me has to sit there to this point, hey, thanks. I use some stick tape. Bye.